Yeah. What's going on, my man? What's going on? Aisha, God bless you. Oh my God, what's going on? I just shook your hand. Like, this is crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. So we got Mike. Oh my God. All right. So the first question, and the first question to you, Aisha, and this is just powerful. But what I want to ask you is, what strength did you find within yourself to be able to not only accept the role of Harriet Tubman, but to be a part of her legacy to carry on for the new generation that's going to watch it today? And Mike, as a producer, would you ever consider taking this TV show and turning it into a video game where people could actually interact and control the scenarios that happen?
I can't even touch that question. Trying to set me up, man.
Yeah, I am.
That's a dope idea.
Idea.
That's a dope idea. Responding to the question that you asked, in terms of the strength that I found, I'm still trying to find my strength. I'm still trying to steady my legs and stand upright, because honestly, from the day that this role even started to point itself in my direction, I think I've been weakened at the knee, since that day, because just undertaking such a tremendous figure, just, walking anywhere near woman, the powerhouse that is Harriet Tubman, is such an incredibly humbling experience. And so, honestly, the first thing that I just wanted to do was get way out of the way, and just allow her to, I just surrendered all my faculties. I said, Mother Tub, listen, just take it, take my arms, take my hands, take my voice, take my eyes, and have your way. Just let your spirit just move through me, and let's do this work, because it goes without saying that we could use a Harriet Tubman right now, in this generation. And so I'm thrilled that I can, sort of resurrect her, if you will, for this generation to experience.
That's amazing. Come on, Mike.
So about the video game, I guess we could fill it with a bunch of Trumps running around. That might be a game we like to play. That's all.
That's all you needed to say right there. That was exclusive.
It told me a little bit about the process of first immersing yourself in these characters and getting involved in this strip, going through all this historical data, that showcased violence and just a depreciation of lives that was taking place during that time in history. Just to come home and see that transmitted on a TV screen in front of you again, with things like issues like mass incarceration and police violence in the black community. You're actually working. It's like you're not leaving this sense of discrimination. You're seeing history continue to unfold and even backtrack in certain stances in life. How do you stay positive and motivated to continue to do, this work despite all of this?
Yeah, I think we're not too far away from 1800s antebellum South. I mean, we have come a long way, but the struggle's still real. I think the show's really timely. I think if you look at prison reform, we've visited several jails over the last 18 months. My partner John Legend started a thing called Free America, which deals with prison reform and mass incarceration. So it's an issue that's really near and dear to our heart. And it is organized slavery. We are at war still in our own country against a lot of folks that don't look like us. We're at war against judges who get paid to send young black and brown boys and girls to prison. We're at war with some crooked people that carry guns in the name of law and order. And I think that's very similar to what our characters in the underground had to deal with. You're fighting for your life, you're fighting for your freedom. So I think to be a part of a show that kind of addresses these issues, it's important. It's an honor to kind of be able to be part of that storytelling, and it's a responsibility. I think, the more access you get to this Hollywood machine and the more that they allow you to kind of tell stories, I think as a brown and black producer, that you have a responsibility to tell our stories. And people sometimes say Underground's a hard show to watch, but it's a lot easier to watch it than to have to live it. And there's a lot of us still living it, and we just have to take that seriously. So I can speak for myself. I know when I go home at the end of the week and I see what we've created, I'm proud. But the work is just beginning. Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, life on Earth. We just have to keep fighting and take our responsibility serious, because the platform is not given; it's earned, and we've earned it, and we have to do what's right.
How hard do you have to fight to make the show look authentic? Because it looks period perfect, and you want us to feel as real as it can be, especially when
Well, I mean, this shit happened in America. We don't even have to really create sets. We just have to drop into cities where, Baton Rouge, we're at LSU's campus, and we're on real slave quarters, and Savannah, so I mean, it's real authentic because it's the real stuff. It's our history.
Can you talk a little bit about Get Lifted and the projects that y'all have coming out of there? I read an article you did a while ago, an interview, and you spoke a lot about the HBO stuff you're doing, the Southside film that y'all just released, and things that you were working on. So can you talk about some of those, what we can expect besides Underground?
Yeah. Well, we just sold another show to WGN that we're extremely excited about. It's about Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street, like 1910 to like 1921, Greenwood, Oklahoma. Black excellence. It was the original FUBU, for us, by us, and it worked for a while. And then, folks got upset and burned it down. We have a film called La La Land coming out in December, which we're executive producers of, starring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone and John Legend. We have a lot going on, man. We have a play that I can't really get into, but we have a play opening up on Broadway in January that y'all will hear about. That'll be our first Broadway play, so we're excited about that. Brown and Black. We're just trying to keep it real, man. We're just, like I said before, we're just trying to use our platform for good. We're trying to tell stories that highlight our people. For the most part, La La Land clearly is not highlighting our people, but it's a good movie. It won Toronto, but for the most part, Get Lifted is just about exactly that, getting lifted, and just again taking the responsibility of the platform seriously, man. And with John as the face, and John is a guy who runs to the fire. He doesn't put a paycheck ahead of what's right. That's kind of our mantra at Get Lifted. Do what we got to do to tell the stories we got to tell.
Hey, Aisha. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Belonging on WGN, are you giving more freedom as to how you can tell your story as opposed to other networks, you would feel?
Yeah. I mean, the great thing about WGN is they're getting their legs as well. We're their fourth show, so there's a wonderful opportunity to kind of grow with the network. And for our company, for Get Lifted, and with Black Wall Street now, Wheels of Underground, we're going to help define that network. And again, that's a responsibility we take very seriously. But NBC, the bigger networks, the more established networks, they kind of have their thing. WGN's figuring out what their thing is. And right now, their thing is us.
Underground. Did you run into any type of conflict of how they wanted the show to go? There's no problem at all.
I literally can tell you they've been the greatest advocates for what we want to do. Even with Black Wall Street, I walked into a meeting with Matt Chernis and John Wax, who are the president and SVP, and they knew nothing about Black Wall Street. And an hour later, I had a home for a show with no pushback, no nothing. All they said was, we want to be a part of telling great stories. We want to support you guys and your platform. So let's go. So they've been wonderful partners.
That's amazing. The question for you, Aisha, what song, if there was one song you can use in the world to define Underground as a whole, what song would that be?
Well, I think
You better say the right song.
I know. At first, I was gonna say Beyonce's Freedom, but then I was like, wait, but John Legend.
Put that mic down. You don't have to use that mic. I just love your smile.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have to probably.
Say John Legend.
No, I'm not. I wasn't going. It probably is between Beyonce's Freedom and Kendrick.
Yo, that's
I'll give
hard.
you a spoiler though.
Oh yeah, let's get that.
We do have an original John Legend song that will be heard in season 2. I can say the name, right?
You can say the name. We on Hot 97. You can say the name.
We're gonna have a new John Legend song called "In America" that drops on season 2.
That already sounds crazy.
You know. Okay, I'm done.
All right, go. One love and God bless, man. Thank y'all so much, Mike. God bless you, Aisha. God bless you, Princess. Seriously, it's your boy HipHopGamer Hot 97 Underground. Go check it out now. Season 2 coming soon, and we out, baby. Peace.